Hey guys, welcome back to a new 202 gaming video, and today is making my army day 1. So today what we're going to be covering is I'm going to talk about roles, regiments, and the map, and then other stuff like what to expect in the future. And tomorrow, or maybe the day after, hopefully I'll get to hiring some high ranks depending on how good this video does. I will link the Discord and the group in the description, or maybe in the comments, just check both. And if you have any suggestions, go ahead and leave it in the comments below as well. Let's move on to the video. Alright, so first off, we have the Royal Canadian Infantry, which will have a 1st and 2nd platoon. Special Forces will have a bomb specialist and a sniper specialist role. Naval Operations, which is the Navy, will have naval artillery and naval transport. Royal Artillery, which will have a 1st platoon, 2nd platoon. Military Police, same thing with a 1st platoon and 2nd platoon. Royal Medical Services will have a 1st platoon, 2nd platoon. Royal Mounted Police, also known as the Mounties, will have a 1st and 2nd platoon. Air Operations will have a wing staff and a ground staff. And we will have a king, which will include the royal family, along with the regiment called the King's Royal Escort, which will have a 1st and 2nd platoon. We have 3 other ranks: Governor General, Prime Minister, and Chief of Justice, along with the court system, which at the top will be the Prime Minister, right below the Chief of Justice, the jury, and then the cabinet. Alright, so our enlisted ranks are recruit. You have to pass basic military training to be ranked as a private, and then you go to Lance Corporal. Corporal, which is slightly more difficult to rank up. Once you move to OR4 to OR5, then you can vote, and then once you hit OR6, Sergeant is the max rank that you can have without a regiment. And I've gone ahead and added OF2 and OF1. The only difference is one's in OT, officer training, and then one's in cabinet. And then at the top for the officers, OF9, which is commanding officer, OF8 will be for executive officer, OF7 and 6 will be for regimental sergeant majors, OF5 and 4 will be for platoon commanders, and then OF3 will be for officers who have just graduated or for recruiting staff. And then the next 3 ranks: King, Prince, and Prime Minister. Lastly, I have gone ahead and I've just decided to make a Discord, so I'll just let this play out. Alright, so before we move on to the next part, which is the map, I'd just like to point out that I've gone ahead and I've ranked everyone who's joined to Officer Cadet, and I would like to thank everybody who has joined. Obviously, no one's just looked this up, so I know you guys have found my YouTube. I really appreciate this, and shout out to all these guys for joining the group. So I'll put this in my Discord. I've now just finished putting the commanding officer application, and let me move that. Commanding officer, I already went over the ranks, but if you become a commanding officer, I'll just go ahead and rank you myself. You will be ranked to Lieutenant General, and then I'll also need people to fill up these positions, but I haven't decided how I'm gonna do it yet. So if I get a bunch of applications and we end up filling these up, all these, the top ranks, so if I'm able to, if like 4 people apply for military police, and we have a ton of other people that have already filled up the other regiments, what we'll go ahead and do is we'll put the best application at commanding officer, so this rank, and then we'll go ahead and add an executive officer, and then a regimental sergeant major. And I haven't made the regimental groups yet because, well, 1, I don't know if I'm gonna have enough Robux, and to, I want to talk to this guy before I go ahead and make that as well. So, with that being said, do you have any prior military experience? Yes or no? Please list it below. No limit on how long that should be. I just want a short, simple, clean list. I've done this for this, that for that, or whatever. What would be your top regiment? Just choose one, your second or third choices in case I find a better one that's already taken, like I just discussed. Why would I choose you over others? What are your biggest strengths or weaknesses? I don't want a whole paragraph, because if we are in Discord and we're talking, what has your regiment done? What's been going on? I don't want you to respond with the whole paragraph. I just want it short and simple so I can read it and just be like, okay, this is why. There's no need to have 5 paragraphs on why I should choose you over one other person, because it's most likely just gonna add up to the reason that, well, I'm just better than the other people. So, like, why are you better? Okay, I'm better because I can do this, this, this. Right, there's 3 listed, that's 1 sentence. I just have long text so I can just see it all at once. Strengths, same thing. Weaknesses, same thing. Can you make documents? I'll probably be making most of the documents, but just in case, like, if you have any ideas for documents, then go ahead and I'd probably recommend just click yes, even if you can't really make documents, but you can still add what should be to your document or regimental document. Activity level, officers, you don't have to be on PC to be an officer, but you do have to be in the Discord to be an officer. If you leave the Discord group, or if you leave the main group and you're still in the Discord group, or if you leave the Discord group or you're still in the main group, you'll be kicked out. Don't violate TOS, Roblox TOS. I feel like that's fairly obvious. Discord user, Roblox user, and I might add one more thing. I don't think I really need to. But I'll just go ahead and be putting this on my Discord right now. So just cut to that. Alright, so I've gone ahead and put it under announcements. You go to the link. Here it is. Just respond, submit, and then don't submit another response. Anyways, so obviously roles are not set up, which that will be happening in the future, sometime in the future. And I might get logos and stuff done myself, just simple logos. I've just decided that I'm gonna go ahead and put out more applications throughout the day. Applications for King and Prime Minister, and if the game gets really popular really quick, then those applications can then turn to running for Prime Minister. Obviously not running for King, but that'll be definitely more specific type of choice, and I might not even have a King until we get like maybe 500 members. That's a lot of members, but I'm really confident that we can do it, especially once we get the map put up. And that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next part.